Welcome to the CEnterLine. I want to take this opportunity today to focus on one important group of civil engineers, our civilian wage grade craftsmen. When CE Airmen deploy to support expeditionary or training operations, it's our CE civilians who step up to manage our installations and retain the knowledge that helps us to build to last and lead the change. You often hear me talk about our strategic goals of building ready engineers, building great leaders, and building sustainable installations. Our more than 4,500 wage-grade civilians are the building blocks that embody these goals. No single workforce entity has a larger impact on building ready engineers and sustaining our installations than a wage-grade workforce. The hands-on training and mentoring our craftsmen provide military personnel in the shops are critical to building ready engineers and developing innovative airmen. Leaders like Jason DOTY, a WS-10 liquid fuel systems maintenance supervisor at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson, embody this goal. Jason and his team have continually found innovative and efficient ways to accomplish the mission and ensure that airmen are prepared to deploy. One example of this is a confined space trainer they built behind their shop. The trainer is a simple device made from an old tank with the end cut off. It is straightforward, low cost, and extremely effective, paying dividends by safeguarding valuable training dollars. The tank provides the capability to not only train shop personnel, but other organizations installation-wide on confined space entry requirements, as well as confined space rescue techniques. The shop is also leading the way in building sustainable installations by developing an in-house capability to test and certify underground storage tanks. This program ensures 100% environmental compliance and eliminates premature tank failures and costly cleanups. They have taken this capability to the enterprise level by partnering with the 611th Civil Engineer Squadron and the Defense Logistics Agency. Together, they travel to remote locations across Alaska, performing vital tank testing and certifications, saving $30,000 annually. This effort is a key contribution in an already austere funding environment. As we continue to operate in a fiscally constrained environment, it is more important than ever to ensure our civilian workforce at all levels is well trained and equipped, while we provide an innovative environment that allows them to meet the challenge we face. With our high ops tempo, our military operations flight chiefs are deploying on a regular basis, leaving the deputy ops chief to run the flight. There are also multiple operation flights that are now all civilian, creating civilian flight chief positions. With this added responsibility, we must ensure we build great leaders from our wage grade supervisors. We must also empower them to think creatively, find new solutions, and make decisions. To this end, my deputy, Mark Carell, chairs the CE Functional Advisory Council, which oversees all CE civilian workforce development. It is generally composed of the ranking civilian from each major command, senior civilians from AFCEC, and senior functional managers. DARRYL Parks, the Deputy Chief of Operations at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson, was recently added as a senior functional member for wage grade employees. In the past, the FACAD panels, chaired by a senior civilian, to work various aspects of civilian force development, but none were focused on wage grade development. This changed in July 2011 when we established a standing wage grade career development FAC panel. The panel was co-chaired by VICKI the Deputy Base Civil Engineer at Eglin Air Force Base, and DARRYL. Since the panel's creation, we have identified numerous wage grade career development gaps and potential areas for improvement. Closing these gaps will allow us to build great leaders who have the right skills to keep building sustainable installations. While the wage grade career development panel is still relatively new, it has multiple success stories. Last year, I directed the stand-up of a civilian supervisor course, Management 571, at the Air Force Institute of Technology. The course's objective is to enhance each student's knowledge of civil engineering and related processes to prepare our civilian leaders to serve in CE leadership positions. The tool that ties everything together is the wage grade career progression model. The CPM illustrates the dispersion of grades and relative technical, supervisory, and management skills needed at each level, at the shop, flight, and higher levels such as AFCEC. A brochure detailing the model is posted on the CE Portal's Force Development page. I encourage each and every wage grade engineer to use this model and work with a mentor to establish career goals. Look to the spring issue of the CE magazine, which is focused on civilian force development, for more information on the CPM and mentoring. As a leader, I can't stress enough the importance of mentoring. A mentor can help you identify different kinds of experience and training, as well as how to get where you want to be. I encourage you all, whether you are military, civilian, or a contract employee, to cultivate mentoring relationships. Having a mentor is a valuable asset to your development. And more importantly, having you act as mentors for our young civilian and military airmen strengthens the team and shapes the future of our Air Force. A great example of the value mentoring has is Rich ESPIRITU, a WG-11 high voltage electrician. He is a member of our Travis CMART team and the 2012 Outstanding Civil Engineer Manager of the Year Civilian Award winner. Rich shares his knowledge across the CE community while maintaining and repairing electrical distribution systems, instructing his peers on advanced techniques like high voltage cable testing and termination fabrication. He is a valuable asset to military and civilian technicians. His team recently saved the Air Force $1.8 million by managing the installation of a 3 megawatt power plant and switchgear upgrade on Ascension Island. Rich and the entire CMART staff continuously demonstrate the knowledge, capabilities, and innovation our wage-grade engineers bring to the fight. I know I speak for all our airmen when I say thank you to all of our wage-grade craftsmen serving in installations around the world. I especially like to thank you for continuing your hard work in these trying and uncertain budget times. Your efforts allow the CE community to continue to build ready engineers, to build great leaders, and to build sustainable installations. Thank you for helping me, and thank you for helping Air Force civil engineers lead the way.